Hey, good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Y'all know who this is. This your boy, Rob Thomas Jr., and this is the real news behind the news. Yeah. Man, today is Thursday, April 23rd, and I'm not here to do this video to offend anybody, but I am here to to ask a question and get some understanding about those of you diehard Trump fans. Now, the question I gotta ask is, basically, the statement I'm going to make is that you all who still support Donald Trump after all the evil shit he has been doing in this second administration of his, I'm coming to the realization that you all are just as evil in nature because you all refuse to acknowledge the evil and demonic things that he has been doing since he has taken office. Number one, first and foremost, you all are so caught up in this propagandized media that you all cannot ask serious questions as to his actions. You all still believe that Iran is less than 20 years, less than so many months away from a nuclear weapon. But I have to ask the question, why are you all not talking about the demonic nature of Israel, who possesses over 100 nuclear weapons illegally? Or are y'all not asking the question that is Donald Trump being blackmailed so deep by the Israeli government because of the Epstein files that he has no choice but to do these demonic things, such as blow up a school with 175 little girls in it, and won't even hold himself, won't even say, we apologize, we made a mistake. No, that was no mistake. Well, what's up, kinfolk? What's going on with it? Slow motion, steady trying to get this car done. But these people don't understand. This man blew up a school on purpose. This was no accident. They knew that this was a school. His point and purpose, him and Pete Hegseth, for blowing up that school was to try to make the Iranians capitulate and say, "Oh man, we sorry, Mr. Trump. We sorry, Master Trump, because we don't want you to blow up no more school." No, once they blew up that school, Iran commenced to tear their ass out the frame. Why are you all not questioning the fact that he is literally, going around the world threatening to the point of violence any and every country that stands against him, which is now 95% of the countries on the planet hates the United States. They don't hate the United States citizens so much, but those of you all who are still diehard supporters of Trump, I bet they hate y'all like a motherfucker. I bet they hate all y'all Trump supporters. How is it that over 50% of those MAGA supporters who diehard before all this happened have turned their backs on Donald Trump, but you all make excuses for everything because you can't think critically and see through the propaganda that you're getting in the media? Exactly, Tyler. They thought Iran was going to fold. Do y'all realize that just earlier this week, the United States hit an Iranian cargo ship? It wasn't no oil tanker. It was a cargo ship just to try to threaten and scare Iran. If Donald Trump wasn't so evil, why did he take the name of the Defense Department and changed it to the Department of War? He has war on his mind. Or basically, I'm going to be real. Maybe Trump didn't want to do these things, but because of his deep implications in those Epstein files, where he was doing things, strange things for some change with children and men and women and men. Y'all look at those files. I bet y'all won't even, y'all are so in love with Trump, y'all won't even take the chance to go and look at what has been released in those Epstein files And y'all say, well, it ain't really nothing. How the fuck is not nothing when this man's name was mentioned over 30,000 times? 30,000 times in these Epstein files. Doing some strange things. Unnatural things. Why are you all not waking up to the realization that you just simply were wrong about this man? This man does not give a fuck about you or your children. You want to know why? Because right now he got over 50,000 of your children over there getting ready to get slaughtered. Yeah, he's raised the number of troops to over 50,000. Why would he be raised to 50,000 if he's talking about a peace? No, he's preparing you all for war. And your media is complicit in his crimes against humanity and against his crimes against human nature. His crimes against human nature when he was doing those things to those little girls down there on Epstein Island. And he was doing those things to the little boys and grown women and men. You all are worshiping a demonic megalomaniac who does not give a fuck about none of y'all. Why are y'all still supporting him when it's coming to the forefront that he has been engaged in insider trading? See what Trump does. Notice, throughout Monday through Thursday, he's all about war. Well, if Iranians don't do what we tell them to do, we're going to bomb them back to the Stone Age. And then on Friday, right as the markets get ready to close, the oil markets, he come back and try to make like, okay, well, we're working on a peace process. This way, the oil markets stabilizes or rebounds, responds in a positive manner. His partners already know what he's going to do, and they invest accordingly. So a lot of people are making money off Trump's deliberate deception as to this war. A lot of people. Do y'all realize Trump has made almost $3 billion since he's been in office this second time? $3 billion. That's because he's using this war to manipulate the stock market so him and his family and his friends can cash in on insider trading. So I'm starting to think that you all have that same evil nature. You all are just flat out evil because you refuse to see the truth. And the Bible says, and they shall know the truth, and they shall be set free. You all would rather believe a fucking lie that this man tells y'all. Why? First of all, and then y'all call yourself Christians. Why is Donald Trump attacking the Pope? Why is he attacking the Pope? U.S. politicians are implicated. That's why it's two wings on the same bird. Exactly. I call it two cheeks. The left cheek, the Democrat, the right cheek, Republicans, on the same ass. And they're using us as the American citizens as the asshole to shit on everything. Literally. This man is attacking the Pope. He's diehard, under the control of the most demonic regime in human history. Those who call themselves Jews, but are not. But they are of the synagogue of Satan. Yeah, these Jews, these so-called Ashkenazis, these are not the real Jews. Why is he saying, did he lie to you all and say, when he gets into office this time, he was going to stop all these goddamn wars, and now he's facilitating and increasing the two wars that he said was the one war that we're at. Y'all don't realize, most of y'all don't even realize that we are still literally at war against Russia using the Ukraine. He could have did what he said he was going to do and stop that war with Ukraine on day one. You want to know how simple it was for him to do? How simple it is for him to do right now? Stop sending fucking weapons to Ukraine. They have no choice but to surrender. Russia didn't ask for this war. He always talking about this Biden's war. Well, why the fuck are you still sending money? If you wanted to get that over with, that Ukraine war could have been over on day one. All he had to do was make a phone call. That lets you know he's not in control. He's doing it because somebody's forcing him to do. Again, he said he was going to stop all these wars. He's still supporting the Ukraine war. And guess what? He went and kidnapped the fucking president of Venezuela using military tactics. And then he started a war against Iran. And you idiots are not saying a goddamn thing about it. This is why I say you all got to be just as evil in nature if you still support this man. Out of all the lies he told, out of all the facts that has been exposed about his connections with Jeffrey Epstein, his subservience to Israel, because he has to do what Israel tells him to do. Because if he don't, he would be in prison because of those Epstein files. Notice they not talking about the Epstein file no more. So, hey, man, I'm going to leave it at that for right now. I got some things I need to go and try to do. Man, I had major car problems. And it's killing me right now, man. It's really killing me. But God is good. Why did Donald Trump lie about the pilot using Easter Sunday for propaganda? Because that's what he does. He's a fucking liar. Well, that's like thieves will steal, liars will lie. You know what I'm saying? And pedophiles will try to hide the fact that they're pedophiles, but they was mentioned in the Epstein file. And all three of these fit Donald Trump and probably 90% of those useful idiots that still support him. Hey, y'all, this your boy Rod Thomas Jr. for the Real News Behind News. As man that y'all like and share this video, man. And until y'all see me again, y'all have a blessed day.